Thank you.
We're on. We're
Hello, hello, hello.
on.
Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. We were talking to ourselves on live.
The bloopers, the bloopers, the
Yes.
bloopers. Oh my, oh my. This is so funny. In the midst of everything. Let me get my lighting will make it a little better. But yes, really talking to ourselves. That's crazy.
Right. Very, very.
I love it. I love it.
Y'all excuse my voice because I know it's raspy right now, but yeah.
You just got back from a trip too, right?
Yes, I went to Vegas for the Magic Fashion Show. It was so much to see. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to go back. A whole new different world, whole different scenery. It's a lot, a lot, a lot. I really enjoyed it though.
Yeah, that's a lesson though. I know I had wanted to go, but life got in the way. Life is life. So maybe next year I will be blessed to attend. I'm
Yes.
not gonna say the one because they have another one coming up this year. Is that correct?
Well, they actually have one going on now in New York. Then they'll have one
Okay.
coming up in the spring in Nashville. Then they have another one in August in Vegas again, and they'll have one in Miami in January.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot for next year because honey, it's not March, but I feel like it's already March and
Yes.
time is ticking away. So I'm like, you know what? Whew. But anyways, mm, mm, mm. Yep. So we are here. We are here. I'm going to check our other social media things just to make sure, since we did have technical difficulties, I want to make sure that it posted correctly there. Because I'm telling y'all, it's a miracle we on tonight. Because I'm like, you know what?
Right.
We going to go on or we just going to like just wait. But that was the devil there get in. So you know what? Okay, it is. Let me do my little thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Tanika. Let me go to
Hey,
the comments.
Tanika.
Hey. Look at Gia.
Huh?
Gia said,
Girl, I got her
hey.
trying to crawl in my lap, and so now you over here laughing in the background. Say
Why
hey.
somebody ain't saying that? Hey, Sanaya. Hey, Gigi. How you doing?
Tell them good night.
No.
Say good.
No.
Anybody want a 3-year-old? Do y'all want a 3-year-old?
I told you, I'll take her. You gonna come over here with me, Gigi?
Huh?
I said, I'll take you. You gonna come with me, Gigi? What she say?
Girl, whispering something.
No. I need it.
Oh, hold on. Let's see this one here. I don't know why. Tonight I feel like twice. Oh, but we're gonna get it together, honey.
Huh?
I said it's showing like twice, but we're gonna get it together, girl.
Girl,
We
she need
good.
to be in bed. I tried to make her go to sleep before we got started, but
Wait for it, girl. All right, we good. Okay. So thank you all for your patience and for joining us tonight. We definitely appreciate you all coming back and just being patient with us. Looking at the calendar, we're like, you know what? Life is her life. And again, I hate to keep repeating that, but we have only been on once prior to this one. for this year. And it's like, what in the world, you know?
Right.
So we do apologize about our delay. You know, life has been life. You know, coming up with more ideas and different stuff like that. Channeling, you know, our energy and also just doing more research. Come on, Gia. Just put her on. Come on, Gigi.
Girl, she hey, go lay down. Girl.
So
real life, real time.
yeah. Those bloopers from earlier, y'all will be like, y'all know what? By the grace of God, we are here. So I'm going to go ahead and get going. We have delayed y'all long enough, and we are so excited to be back with you all today. So thank you all for our return viewers. You know, we definitely appreciate you all, and we could not do what we do without you. In addition to that, welcome to all of our new viewers. We are definitely glad that you took your time to come, you know, and check us out and see what we're about. And just please continue to come back because we're going to give y'all more and more every week, you know, different topics, different situations, changing it up some. So we definitely appreciate you all. So I want to say welcome to the Topeka and Jessica's weekly live. We're going to change that because we were weekly, but I wanted to put that in there. But we're going to be like first and third Tuesday. Is that correct, Jessica?
Yes.
Okay, live, where two best friends, we're from the South. Our goal is not only to inspire, encourage, but to provide hope and entertainment by discussing different topics, situations in real time, in real life events, through transparency and a sense of humor, flair, just us, just, you know, you all. But the realness that you're not going to find anywhere else. So I am your host, Topeka.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome to the Topeka and Jessica's Live.
Yes, welcome. And I'm going to start with the disclaimer. Again, y'all, my voice is gone, so I apologize if I'm yelling because my ears are clogged up too from the plane ride. I always have that issue coming back where my ears just stay clogged up. So if I'm yelling because it sounds like to me I sound low, just say, hey, tone it down some. But again, we are here to offer real time, real life transparency is what we're offering. We also have guests. If you have joined us in the past, we've had guests come on our shows to talk about their life experiences, their journeys that they're going through life, and different things. So we bring you real life events as well. So with that being said, we do not say that we are professionals in anything, meaning that we are not giving you professional advice in any way, any shape, form, or fashion. So if you need mental health, if you need a doctor, if you need spiritual help or anything like that, please go seek your own professional for that. We are not here to give you professional advice. But of course, if you take our advice, our shows as a help to you, then we truly appreciate that because we always give our life experiences as well. So we like to welcome you all. If you are newcomers, welcome. Make sure you spread the word. Topeka and Jessica, we will be on every first and third Sunday. Sunday, Lord have mercy. I sound like church here.
Redundancy. Girl, they just trying to tell us something.
Tuesday of the month. So of course, if anything changes, like Pika said, life is life, and we may have to reschedule some things. So if things changes, we will always let you guys know ahead of time. So thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you. We definitely appreciate it. So thank you. Awesome. Love it. Okay. So today we are coming to you all with a controversial topic. But we're gonna put it out there. I know, you know, we get our topics from either people will come in and say, hey, can y'all talk about this? You know, we think this is a good idea, or we may see something on different platforms on the internet, or I mean, from God knows where, you know what I'm saying? I can hear about different stuff. So today, you know, we were talking and we're like, you know what? We had a whole different topic chosen, but upon us conversating, we're like, you know what? Let's change it up some. Mm-hmm. So, I'll let Jessica go ahead and get into how we came up with this topic. I'm going to check, make sure our other platforms are in sync. So if y'all can just go ahead, I'm going to check the other stuff out. So.
Okay. So we came up with tonight's topic. Do you view relationships as an asset or a liability? Meaning, do you think relationships can add value, which we all think, I think we say that it can add value, or do you just see it as a lot of liability, like you're taking on somebody else's issues, problems, or they may cause a problem or have a problem? Like, how do you view that? Um, I was on Instagram earlier today, and it was I'm not for sure if it was like a dating show, exactly what it was, but the guy told the female that he views her as a liability. The female she was successful. She had like two Airbnbs, but since I guess, didn't view her as on a level as him as far as her conversation, he just automatically viewed her as a liability, not even knowing like her history, not even really getting to know her. So that's where we kind of came up with the topic after talking today and like, hey, let's have this topic on. Um, do people view as relationships as an asset or a liability? So y'all make sure y'all chime in and engage with us and let us know what you think about relationships. How do you view that? I know we talk about the person that's coming into the relationship, or our partner should already be established, should already have things going for themselves, should already be going in a direction to better themselves, better their life. They should already have a plan and all that stuff. But sometimes we don't talk about, even if they have those things in order, do a person still consider them, excuse me on my voice, as a asset or a liability? So y'all let us know. Hold on just a minute, y'all. I'm sorry.
So let us know if y'all do consider that. And it's like she said, it's definitely like when we're talking about it, just sit down and thinking, it's just, just open discussions. We just talk about everything anyways. But how, some people like, you know what, especially now where people are coming into relationships with, I don't know if they say no agendas or what, but again, it's not so much like what you can do for me, but how are we bettering each other? Are we bettering each other? So when they say an asset, again, it's something like, okay, we're both getting something from each other, because sometimes you can be in a relationship and it can be one-sided, it can be draining. So then it's like, okay, what am I getting from this relationship? I personally believe that starting out in a relationship, you have to start out as friends. Because if you don't have that foundation, I mean, what are you going to grow on? That's my personal opinion. So as you're starting out, as friends, you will see exactly what you have in common, what you don't have in common, and then see if you have that base, right? That foundation to even grow. Because again, if you have nothing in common, how are you going to grow? What are you building on? To me. So if that relationship where if you don't have anything in common, again, it's not always physical. It can be mental, it can be spiritual, it can be different stuff. Like what direction you're going to grow on? How are y'all going to grow together? And individually too, but grow together more so for the relationship wise. So I think that is very, very important. So in that situation, if that was the case, I would consider that relationship as being a liability because I'm not growing, he's not growing, we have nothing in common. What are we doing? But what are y'all thoughts on that? What are y'all thoughts? And I know Tanika, she did come in and she left a comment. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. So just because she has a little ear congestion going on from her flights, so she sounds real nasally. But she's here, she's listening. So Tanika says, after the last 24 hours, relationships are toxic to a lot of people. Girl, yes. They cause harm and destruction in people's lives. And you know what, Tanika, they do. And the thing about it is, like, I think within the last 2 years, like, we have always known that relationships can be toxic, but I don't think the term was ever put to the relationships, right? And some people, they really like toxic stuff, and they don't feel complete if they're not in it. And I remember reading this post or reading something not long ago. It's like some people, when they're in a toxic relationship, they're ready to get out. It's very devastating. I can't do this. They see where it's bringing them down. They see where they're not progressing, where they're not growing together or individually. But They may get out of it temporarily. They may start thriving a little bit, but they crave that toxicity. So they find themselves going back to that toxic relationship. And I was like, wow, that's serious, And I had never thought of it like that. But you are absolutely, absolutely correct. I don't know what it is, but some people they say if it ain't toxic, they don't want it. I don't know, but that's crazy. And to me, again, a toxic relationship. I mean, I don't. I know I can't function in a toxic relationship to be the best version of myself. So in a toxic relationship, I will feel like I'm hindered. So to me, that definitely would be more of a liability type of relationship because where are we going? Where am I going? Are we going together? I mean, I don't know. And sometimes the familiar in a person will keep that person in a relationship longer than they should be. They may be scared to step out. Not step out, but to to see that there's other stuff out there, try new stuff, that type of stuff. So they're like, what, I know this person. I may have to deal with X, Y, Z, but I know this person. They know me. I don't want to get to know nobody else. I'm not truly happy, but I don't want to even try that because what if I'm just really, really not happy, But that toxic stuff is serious. And Mika says hello. And then she, hey, Meek, big Mika, big baby Mika, my bad. She said, can't come on tonight. Hope all is well. You already know I don't like relationships. Laugh out loud. So just came to say hi since you tagged me. Laugh out loud. Talk to you later. No said. We got you. Irene, Irene says blessings, 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 blessings. All right, Jessica, what's your take on the asset relationships being an asset versus liability? Y'all keep having a thing with my hair, so.
I think it can be an asset if someone is adding value. I personally don't think that you should go into a relationship just expecting it to be what can a person add to my life and you're not willing to add to their life. It can be a liability, of course, if someone is just taking, taking, taking. I did hear the frame once of a lady, a successful lady. She was with a successful husband as well. They both were successful, but they viewed their relationships as a business, meaning they were business partners. Like they help each other grow. They both help each other grow. I don't think they really looked at it as more than that, as like taking it too far as the relationship aspect wise. I think sometimes if you have a person that is just business minded only, um, and if you're not on the same level in that mind frame, that it can cause problems with the whole um, asset and liability because that person will mainly just look at you. Okay, I need to know what you're adding, what value can you bring to me, and not really focusing on what value you can bring to that person because you're just that person's just viewing it as a one-sided thing, meaning that they just have that business mind. They don't care about what they can offer that person. They just want to know what that person can bring to them, as far as them being an asset. So it can be relationships, of course, can be one-sided. We all know that. But I think again, it's coming into the relationship knowing what you and your partner want, the same mind frame, your way of thinking, direction wise. Because if you and your partner are okay with just having a business relationship, hey, we finna get this money together, we gonna give ideas to each other, this is how we finna work. You go your way on your business trips, I go my way on your business trips, and y'all may be absolutely fine. What works for you? So I think,
Can't knock it. It's already arranged and talked about. It's kind of like back in the days where the wealthy families, they were already prearranged their kids to be married.
Right.
Like that. But I think too, with the whole thing with the asset side too, again, you can be in a relationship, and I'm not going to say situation, but I'm going to say relationship with somebody, and you're just there. Mm-hmm. Like you may be the one pouring into that person, right? But they're not pouring into you. Right. So it's like, okay, what am I getting from this? You really want it to work. You don't go into it saying, you know what, let me see what you bring. Let me see what I bring. None of that. Maybe y'all come together really on friendship type thing. Maybe y'all come together on heart type thing, or something. Right. I don't know. Some equal path. But then it's like, okay, what am I getting from this? What am I getting? And I know I say, me personally, it's like, okay, if I'm struggling before I got with you, I'm still struggling while I'm with you. What are we doing? And the struggling again is not all. It's not monetary. It could be mentally,
Right.
emotionally, physically. Like, shit, if I'm still having to do everything around, the house, what are we doing?
Right.
Like, what are we doing? And again, in that case, again, like, which one do you favor? I don't know. Can you even favor one over the other, an asset relationship versus liability relationship?
I don't know if you can favor one. I would favor the asset far more than the liability, but
I don't know, but yeah, definitely, girl. 'Cause it's like, you know what, I will, and it's saying too, because I say it quite frequently, like, I know what I bring to the table. I know what I bring to
mhm,
the table. We're gonna eat, but bring something to the table too, you know? So
yeah,
again, I think it's one of those things like, okay, you want to build. I don't think I know any couple that want to just stay stagnant. Again, it's not just financially, it could be emotionally,
mhm,
mentally.
mhm,
It could be like pouring in me some knowledge, something.
right, right,
Let's go together. But you get some people, they just there and they're just existing. But if it works for them, it works. So
right. Yeah, I
both.
think the whole thing too with because we can view ourselves successful. We can view like you said, a person. I know what I bring to the table. I am the table. But shoot, we might meet somebody and say, "Well, what you ain't, that ain't nothing. You ain't got nothing going on." You know what I'm saying? So it's
You ain't
like,
got no motion.
right,
Show me where's the motion because you ain't got it.
right. So
You know
I
what
think
I'm saying?
again, it's just that sometimes we could say that we want a man, an alpha male, or someone that has this and that going on, but we may meet that one that like is a real lion, like roar.
Oh no. So when you meet that one that's like that, tell me so I can like spot it. Like what it look like though for real.
Well, like meaning like he really is like a structured business. That time we may not even be ready for that type of structure.
Mm. Say that, say that, say that,
Yeah.
say that, say that. So they sometimes we say, oh, this is what I want, right? Oh, if this come my way, this come my way. But then you got a point like, are you really going to be ready if it comes? So sometimes it can be staring us right in the face and we say
Mhm.
we're ready, but in reality, no, I really wasn't ready. So even
Right.
with the structure again, and I mean, you say structure, I'm saying they coming with it. Like if they coming with it, are you ready? So let me go to the comments real quick, girl.
Okay.
So, hey, author Keith, thank you for joining us. He said, I'll let you know when you go get that marriage license. This is the business. Understand, respect, much respect. So I can already says they see it an asset as well. Ditto, ditto. Sean says, hey everyone, I'm late. Thank you for joining us. And then Ike Irene says, I hear you, Pika. That's why it's an asset. You learning from it being it negative or positive. And that's true.
Mhm.
That's true. That's true. So now we're talking cash flow. Okay, I got you. And they say it's all a learning experience. And it is a learning experience. And I
Mhm.
think they're saying, okay, do I want to go through this learning experience with that person?
Mhm.
Is it even worth it? I'm wasting my time. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Did you tell them about the example with the couple that you were talking about?
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That was just wild. I'm like, whoa, so here she is thinking she got emotion. She probably didn't have emotion. He's looking down on her. And you
Yeah.
get that so often because again, we all come in with different stuff. I don't know. Do you think IQ is like the intelligent part? Like you think that matters when you're like compatibility for a relationship type thing? Do you think that matters?
Yeah. It definitely matters.
Okay.
I mean, to an extent where because when you say intelligence, what I'm thinking of when it comes to relationships is that someone may not, you could say something and they take it and flip it the whole way around. Like,
Oh
or they take it to their own meaning of what you're saying. And that can make it difficult because it's like then you have a whole nother different conversation, a whole nother different argument Because if you're trying to explain to them, hey, this is not what I meant, then in their mind it's like, no, you meant it this way. And that's like a whole different thing.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
think yes, intelligence does play a certain an important factor
Mhm.
into that because it's all about person's perception of what you're meaning.
Yes.
And they
Yes.
take on the meaning of what you said in a whole different way. And again, like I said, that can cause like a whole another different.
That's true. And I know too, like, just, saying too, like if a person is not healed, the way they perceive something or receive something may be totally different than, again, what is even intended. They're going to look at it differently, versus if you're truly healed, like, okay, I kind of get where you're coming from, or just taking it all to the left field, that type of thing. So I don't know. I know, just looking back, I think we all, can sit back and be like, you know what? This is what I bring to the table. Since we're talking about bringing stuff to the table, when you're meeting someone, whether it's in person, dating app, whatever works for you all. But again, and that person's going to come and show their strong suit, what they're bringing to the table. At that time, it's like, okay, I'm kind of interested. Let's see where else we go. Or no, I'm not interested. Like we just ain't got nothing in common. I think along that interest, while both are piquing the interest, right? We're trying to see, okay, compatibility, understanding different stuff that we may, look at too. But I think as well, during those moments, I think you can tell if a person intellect, right? If y'all are on the same level, IQ wise, intellect wise, But then, what if you up here and he down here, or he's up here and you're down there? Do you think, instance, that's where a lot of time people may feel like, oh, such and such, my spouse think they better than me, they look down on me type thing. You think that is where that comes from, or do you think it's more of maybe they were there together at one time, but then one advanced quicker? Again, whatever, it could be religious, it could be career wise or whatever, and now they're talking. The other person may feel that they're belittling them. Do you think it's one way or the other, or what do you think?
I think I truly think that's where it comes from personal experience. I think sometimes when you do try to help a person or try to help them gain, more knowledge, because I know we all have different things that we have not higher knowledge in than another person. And if that person isn't able to accept that, they're going to view, oh, you think you better than me. And when honestly and truly, you're only trying to help them grow in the area where they may be lacking. So I think again, it goes back to that maturity, that intellectual part, try to intellectually stimulate a person and they may not accept that in a form that you're trying to give it. So of course that does cause problems, and that person must be like, hey, you think you better than me, or you miss too goody two shoes, that type of whole scenario. And it's like, you know what? No.
I ain't got time for it.
Because again, my mind frame, I do want to be with someone that can teach me more. Like if I'm in something, like even like with credit or something with my business, if I'm lacking in something in that area, hey, let me show you how to do the XYZ, let me get here. I'm not gonna follow. It's like, well, you can't show me nothing, and I'm gonna listen and take heed to what that person is saying, especially if they know more in that area. But some people can't accept that.
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, we're about learning. I say, every day I try to learn something new. Like, okay, I'm like, I'm not being mentally stimulated. That's one of my favorite words. I am not being mentally stimulated. So what are we going to do to stimulate me mentally? Because if I ain't stimulated mentally, we ain't going far at all. Like, I'm like, what are we talking about? What is this? Where's the conversation going? Where are we going?
Right.
Like, what's going on? I don't know.
And in this day and age, you really need to be with someone. I don't care who you are. Someone that can mentally stimulate your mind, because
that's deep.
We all need help in some area, some shape, form, or fashion. So
yes, that's deep.
Yeah,
that's so deep. That's so deep. Whew. Look, I know you preaching today. I don't know, but yeah, what does the audience think? Like, what do y'all think? I don't know. Like, do y'all view a relationship as an asset or a liability? Do you need to be mentally stimulated, or does mental stimulation not matter to you? Do you want to? I don't know. Like, what's what? I don't know. Just let us know. Let us know. So, Bobby White, okay, thank you for joining us.
Bobby.
He says cohesiveness is vital to structured relationships. But both parties must be capable of compromising in order to obtain true growth.
Mm-hmm.
He said, we need to have you on. And that's true.
Right.
And that is so true.
Yes.
That is so
Very.
true. Mm-hmm.
You-
And like you said, and both parties must be capable and able, right? Capable of
Right.
compromising. And I think you do see relationships where people don't want to compromise. It's like
Right.
it's either my way or it's no way. It's no compromising, or I know how to do it. I do it the best way, so your way don't even matter,
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, that's very, very good point. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So all of that, like I don't know, you see some relationships, you just be like, what is going on? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The yin and the yang. Hey.
But hey, I guess if it's what works for, if they're okay with it, and like I said, we're in a day and time where we can't keep doing things that we were doing 10 years ago.
Expecting a different result. It's
Right.
not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Especially the way times are going, the way this world is heading. We never know. We don't know which direction life is gonna head us. So somebody gotta be able to survive. Somebody has to be that, be able to survive. Like we can't be doing the same thing and thinking the same way, and because
we did 5 years ago, because it's not gonna work
right,
today. So yeah, we didn't have, we had like the beginner cell phones then, but look how far and look how much we have advanced. So we're still living in the past in that aspect. Like, how are you advancing now in this relationship? So I think both parties need to pour into each other, some form or fashion, some form or fashion. I feel, and be willing to learn and willing to compromise, because compromising is big. If you don't want to compromise, be by yourself.
Right.
Be by yourself. And some people want to be by themselves. Some people don't want to be in a relationship.
Right.
Like, whatever, I'm good, because I don't want to compromise.
Yeah,
Some
you
people are over
definitely,
compromising.
because you can't go into a relationship thinking that everything is going to go the way that you view it. But compromising to a point where you're not sacrificing.
There you go. There you go. I'm glad you said that. Yes.
Not sacrificing to where that person is a liability to you.
Not an asset. Keke Palmer, she came out with the song Assets, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like maybe October time frame that she came out with it. Girl, that song is on point.
I haven't heard
it. Oh, you ain't heard it?
Mm-mm.
A few times. But you know what? I'm a person, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have one genre of music knowledge, so I listen to everything. So you probably didn't hear it, but you know it was her, because who knows what we was listening to in a mix of that. So yeah.
Yeah, I listen to her. I mean, I listen to different music, but I've never been a Keke Palmer. I don't think I've never heard any of her songs, honestly.
No, I don't say I played them around you. That's why I said you probably know it was her. I played them around you. You probably didn't know it was her.
Oh, I probably didn't.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sing, if I could, I'll sing it to y'all, but I ain't gonna sing. But that song is on point though.
Yeah, I have to listen, so I haven't heard it. Yeah. So what y'all gotta say about relationships, assets, liabilities? What y'all think?
I want assets. I want assets.
Right.
Mentally, physically, emotionally. Come on, I'm like, somebody help me around this house. I get tired. Like, I'm tired of just doing stuff by myself.
Definitely assets.
Stuff. Oh my God. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
But do you think like so how would you handle if you feel like someone is becoming a liability to you? Like how would you handle the situation?
Are we in a relationship and I feel that way, or are we just talking to go into a relationship?
Well, in a relationship, because I think talking, that's easy to cut that off. Like,
yeah, it is.
If I see that you're going to be more of a liability to me, like we can just go our separate
ways. Cut it quick.
Right.
Time is of essence. Well, so I'm very vocal, very outspoken. So I'm just gonna say what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see us going nowhere. We're not prospering. What are we doing? And let them know my feelings. And one thing that's very, very important to me is communication. So if we're in a relationship, I'm going to say, okay, I've already figured out if he can communicate, if he can't communicate, because we are in a relationship. So it's me being open and very transparent, coming, talking, and saying, hey, we got to do something. Like, you ain't stimulate me mentally. I'm kind of bored. Like, can you help me out more? And I'm sure, because the type of person I am, I'm sure I would be pouring into him, because it's just like the type of person I am. I'm always trying to learn something, and I love sharing stuff. But also, I would sit back and be like, is it something with me? Because again, we're not perfect. So I'm like, okay, maybe, I don't know, but just definitely be open to different stuff. And also, again, I'm going to say how I feel. So, yeah, communication.
Yes.
What about you? You answer the question. How would you handle it?
Again, I'm communicating. I am vocal when it comes to things like that. And learning to, because how sometimes you can listen just to respond.
Oh,
But
I hate that. Oh, I hate
yeah.
that. Oh my! I just had this conversation with somebody. I'm like, "Are you listening?" But go ahead.
Right.
Go
But
ahead.
making sure to understand like where I'm coming from, and then that person needs to understand. I need to understand as well, like if they have an answer, for what I have to say or how I feel about something. Hear their thought out too. But if it still is not going anywhere, then it's a must that where I am in my life now, it's a must that it can't. We just have to go our separate ways.
So, what about our audience, our viewers? What do you think? So, I'm gonna go to the comments real quick while we get some more, responses and feedback in. And before I go any further, too, if you would like to come on our live, we will welcome you on. We would love to have you. So if you just like, hey, I don't want to type, I want to get on there, and I gotta say what I gotta say. So we do have a link, and you can just copy and paste it into your preferred browser. That is the link there. That's the YouTube link. All of the links are pretty much the same. You just copy it into your preferred browser. So those are the links there. If you would like to join us, I'm gonna go back to some of the comments that we have. Go back here. Okay, we're here. Okay, Arthur Keith says that relationships can be a liability. Agreed, 110%.
Yes.
Isaac Artist, hey Ike, what's up?
Hey, Ike.
Thank you for joining us. He said he don't mind sharing. What's up? He already got a hang of it, y'all. He already know, like, to be fruitful and to actually go somewhere in a relationship, you don't mind sharing. So that's what's up.
Right.
Joe Darby, man. Hey.
Hello, Joe.
We were trying to get him on as a guest, y'all. He be having some hot topics for real. So maybe if he's on, I'm calling you out, Joe. Hit us up. We want you on. We want you on.
Yes, we want you on.
So he says hello. And then Ryan Jackson, hey Ryan. Oh,
hey Ryan.
He said communication. That is correct. Communication. Definitely. And then Sean Barnes said, yes, communication is key. Definitely. And then Isaac says, depends on what we gain. Okay. Can you elaborate more on what you gain? Like, why does it depend for you? Why does it depend? Like, what matters to you? We want to know. Michael Hall. Hey, Michael. Thank you for joining us. He says, if the liability is more of a risk, you can value it as an asset later. True. He said, just depends on where the liability lies, because investing in love can always be a risk.
You're right. That's true.
Hey,
yeah. Always a risk.
It is. It's like, is it a risk I want to take? Because you never know how it's going to turn out. You go in, you're head over heels in love. Y'all are in that honeymoon phase, and stuff happens. So, oh my gosh, you pray it doesn't. I don't think anybody gets into a relationship with the thought of it ending or it's not working. So, wow, good point. Bobby White says, as individuals age, you have to think about what type of leader. Woo! Yes. Are you and your family? are individuals who you interact with on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
Speechless.
Right.
That
That,
is so true.
that's very true.
That's true.
Right.
And I don't think enough people do that, because when you're, dating or in a relationship,
Mhm.
like who's like, everybody cannot lead.
Mhm. Mhm.
Some people lead you straight to hell. Some people will lead you to losing everything. So
Right.
what he said is definitely true.
Right.
Mm-mm-mm. And I said, what's up? And hey, Miss Edna at the Spencer
And
says, good evening, please. Good evening. And Isaac says, overall goals. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. Very, very important. Y'all
mhm.
are coming tonight where we like, okay, and this is what we want. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. Thank
Thank
y'all.
you.
Yes,
Wow.
the men are definitely interacting tonight. It usually be the
Yeah.
opposite, but thank y'all for tuning in and engaging. We love it. We love it.
And
Yes.
then Isaac says, I feel there's a psychological standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right, because we want to know the psychological standpoint, please, because we're here for it. And everyone that has joined us, thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you all.
So let's see what we have. But girl, I don't know, like just sitting back, I think now too, people are really in tune with who they are, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
More people are more aware, self-aware, and they're not accepting just the bare minimum. It's like, no, I know my worth. I'm standing on my worth. This is what it is. Like it or not, I ain't settling. And I love that about where we have come to as individuals. Even aside from that, the whole mental health thing. Because if you think about it, 5, 6, 7 years ago, people were not even acknowledging their mental health. Not saying it
Right.
wasn't a thing, but it was kind of like taboo to talk about, or nobody wanted to talk about it. So where we have come within ourselves just as that part, and our self-love that we have for ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
I think we're more aware, and we're like, you know what? If it interrupts my peace, I don't want it.
Right.
I'm not happy, I don't want it. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay by myself as long as, what I'm saying? I'm good at peace. Or if it ain't feeling right, if it ain't looking right, if it ain't progressing, or if people are not willing to compromise, or you don't see growth, people are like, I'm not staying. I'm not
Right.
staying. And I
Yeah.
think that's probably why we've seen it seems as though, it appears as though we have seen an increase in amount of separation, divorces. You see all these famous people, they come up every time you turn around, somebody. Except for Nelly and Shanti now. You know, but
Oh,
under them, they got people want to double back.
right. Yeah. Yeah, they
And
people want
got
to.
ladies in their 40s gonna have babies. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So, huh?
Yeah, yeah, people aren't tolerating. Again, I think it just goes back to where we are in time. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
really realize that you don't have time to waste. Like, I mean, we don't have time to waste. It's like, okay, we finna make this move together, or you just want to stay where you are. Like, what's really going on? So,
Mm-hmm.
again, it's that's where we are in this day and time. Like, life and time is waiting on nobody, and we don't have time to just sit around and dibble and dabble and just be toxic for the rest of our life.
Do you think, as though, like, since we've aged, with age comes wisdom, do you think that's why, like, we're seeing things the way that we're seeing it, or do you really think it's like more of an eye opener where we are with times?
Where we are with times, because even outside of relationships, I'm gonna just say with millennials,
Mm-hmm.
um, even with that, um, because I'm gonna just say business wise, I'm gonna just say, you could kind of put two together. But they say look at what the millennials are doing, what are the trends, what is going on. And with
Mm-hmm.
millennials, they're not waiting on anything.
Oh
They're
no.
moving on. Like, they're just moving, like jobs or whatever it is. They're not sitting around and waiting for things just to happen. They're moving on. So I
Mm-mm.
think with that, it come with age,
Yes.
knowledge as well. But I think with the times that we're in, nobody's just sitting and waiting around for anything. It's like, okay, where we going? What we doing? If it ain't gonna benefit either of us, like, what are we doing? Like, so I think it's both. I think it's both.
Yeah, because the millennials, they don't even give no 2-week notice. They like, you know what, I woke up today, I ain't going to work.
They gone.
Like, you know, back then, we got to worry about it. We're like, shoot, we got to give a 2-week notice. We're going to need this referral.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, nah, I ain't going in today. I'm done.
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
They
I,
on the
I
job for 60
definitely
years,
think,
we ain't doing it. They ain't doing it. They just,
yeah.
they live it.
And I definitely think it's the times we in. It can be good and bad with that because um you know, we come from the old school type love type, you know, we want to see where it's going to go. How's it going to work out? That type of thing. And now it's like, no, we ain't going to see it work. I'm not just saying we just going to jump into this and that and the third, but it's kind of like, okay, we done been there, done that. And I think now a person should be at a point to where like, they should know which direction they want to go in life. You know, I think that's just where I personally, that's just my personal opinion and thought that people should be developed enough to know which direction they want to go in life.
Are you thinking of career? Which direction they want to go?
Either or
Personal life? Or you
career,
thinking of, okay. Just
whatever.
life in general. Okay.
Yeah, in general, you should know. Like again, it goes back, you know, communication. Communicate with somebody what you want at first. You know, like if you want to be a business relationship, it can be business. If you want to be in love, you want to get married, it can be love. If you don't want it to be either of that, you want to just continue to talk and ready to get in a relationship, it can be that. But communicate. And that's what I mean. Like people know what direction they want to go. Like just straight up front and you know, keep it going.
Sometimes you get where you get into some situations, relationships where the other person does not want to accept what you want. You know, it's like, okay, no, I'm gonna make you change your mind, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't doing that. Okay.
Right.
But some people do feel that way, you know.
Yeah.
So you can communicate, but if the other person's not hearing you or don't want to hear you, then maybe they're very persuasive. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the comments though. So Arthur Keith said sex, not love, isn't a bad investment. I'm looking for free trials. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Communication. There you go. He said
Not free trials. Oh Lord.
so if you like the trial and you're satisfied with the trial, then where does that go? We just inquire minds one another. He said he ain't even trying to do no talking. He ain't trying to get to know you. But hey, he put it up front and you can't do nothing but respect it, you know? But respect it. So
right.
Ryan Jackson says, let me know when I can come on. I'm gonna message you because yeah, we definitely definitely. You can come on. Yeah, we'll message you. So you know, look out. Thank you for your willingness to come on.
Yes, thank you.
And Isaac says, I've learned we gotta line up our future, but you have to be open.
Definitely. Open mind is necessary. I think when you close off your mind, you limit yourself. You definitely limit yourself.
That's true. But you know, you have some people that say they want a relationship, but they're closed off to a relationship. Some people say they don't want to relate. Yeah, they don't want one, but they're really open to one. It's just like, I don't know, some people are really confusing, you know? Maybe I want to be in a relationship today, maybe I don't want to be in one. That's what vibe you get sometimes. So yeah, it's just crazy. But that communication is real. So yeah.
Definitely real. Gotta communicate.
Sure they won't assets. And Miss Etna says a demonic narcissist will take that love and communication and throw it in the sea of forgetfulness. Lord, what is the topic about tonight? Ooh, you said it. And you know, that has been on our list for real. And I don't know why, but we really need to hit on that with the narcissists, you know? That has been on our list, and we get so many like requests for that, but everything still does go back to that, and they'll have you looking at yourself like you crazy. Like, did I tell you what you said? You're like, no, I know I didn't say that.
Right.
I didn't do that. You know, like
that
narcissist stuff. When they say like when you really break free from it, like it's from what I'm told and from what I, read and researched different stuff and people that I know that have been with narcissists, like it's so hard to break free,
Yeah.
so hard. And like the love bombing and the what else is it, Jessica? The love bombing and the I can't even think of the other one that that goes on with it, but I don't know. But in the beginning, they come in and they love bombing you, they shower you with gifts, you the best thing, slice of bread. Oh my gosh. And you're like, but when that other mask come off, oh my gosh.
It's
You're
a
like,
whole nother different story.
I'm like, let me comment. If you cannot maintain what we're doing or what you're doing in the beginning, don't even start because I'm gonna look for you to maintain it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't start something you cannot continue. And then once they get the person, the narcissist, they just totally show a whole different face. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
Where did you come from? Man, it's real. It's real. It's real.
Yeah, definitely have you second guessing yourself, like
Whole existence.
yeah.
It says, yeah, that placeholder things gets old. There you go. Yep. And I think too, as we age and stuff too, not saying any of us are old, because we're all young, but like you said, that placeholder, like, okay, more stability, more, the continuity, all of that, like having that person there. So, gotcha. And Miss Edna says it comes with soul ties. Man, that narcissist. Yes, it does. We did, I think it was within our first 5 lives when we started last year, Jessica, that we spoke about soul ties, wasn't it?
It was like our third, I think.
Okay. Baby, if y'all did not see that,
yeah,
go back and watch it because I'm telling you, we covered so much and then we got so much positive feedback from it where delivery and everything, people were like, wow, like this is real, or I never knew I was connected to a soul tie, like this is real, So we got so much feedback. So please go back, and all of our past lives are on our Facebook, on our YouTube.
Right.
If you don't see it, contact us. We'll send it to you. But please go back and watch that because soul ties are so real.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't realize they have them, but it's real.
Very real.
Yeah, very, very. So yes, you are absolutely correct. And my audience, y'all have anything else you want to add? Jessica, you have anything you want to add?
No, I haven't been talking a whole lot now because my child. Hopefully this will be gone. If not, I'm going to the ear doctor because I can't.
You going to the what doctor?
The ear doctor.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
gotcha. I can't. Oh yeah. No. But I don't know. It happens every time. It usually don't last this long though. But every time I fly, it's like I don't know what it is. Huh?
Maybe changing the altitude.
It probably more than likely because I get a lot of pressure and sinus and all of that stuff. But
you chew gum as the plane. You do that?
Yeah. But you know what? I didn't have any on the flight bag because I ain't have none on the flight bag.
Okay.
I was rushing, so I didn't. Yeah. But yeah.
Gotcha. So how was everybody's Valentine before we get off? We miss Valentine's. We're missing a whole lot with the way we're doing it. We were coming on weekly, and we're like, we're gonna switch it up because we do that occasionally. So we missed a whole lot. Like we missing our people. Like what's going on?
And thank y'all because I had a few people like when y'all come back on, I was looking for y'all. So thank y'all for looking for us to come on and talk to y'all and y'all again because it means a lot. It really does. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and Arthur Keith says, to tell the truth, I love the relationship with my children. I appreciate my ex for our children because it's given me an opportunity for unconditional love. Because as a heterosexual man, our love has conditions. Oh man. The truth. And not just that. Go ahead, Justin.
I ain't saying, I'm just agreeing.
That's real. And with the agape love, right? That's the love without conditions. I was just telling someone not long ago how the only, I think, love that most people, not everybody, most people love, they love with conditions. The only love that is normal, again, not no statistically, but majority, is the love that a parent has with their kids because we have no conditions on it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that my child can, and these are examples, okay? I can be so mad at my child can go do the unthinkable. I'm still gonna love my child regardless. It's not
Right.
gonna be cut off. I'm not gonna separate from my child, you know?
Right.
That's agape love. But when you get into relationships, whether it is romantic relationships, friendships, you know, partnerships, work, those, I don't know if you love your work, but you know what I'm trying to say. I haven't thought about that. But everything's on conditions, you know, if she make me mad, whatever, I
Mm-hmm.
ain't doing that with her, you know, or I'm tired of him, you know, or whatever. Okay, he did this, he did that. Those are all on conditions. But again, that love with the kids, oh my God. Yeah. Can't
Yeah.
nobody change it. And that's one thing I'm gonna say too for my ex, you know, I'm so thankful because without that, we wouldn't have my kids. And my kids are the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like thank
Mm-hmm.
God for giving me my kids.
Right.
Like, you know, in addition to, you know, my ex, you know, because I love my kids, you know, they're like, yeah, they're my buddies.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
great point. And then Edna says, ooh, she said Valentine's just rub my feet. Oh man. Yeah, okay. The feet rubs be real. So that's what's up. I want to put them up there telling you your feet rub today too. Valentine's Day.
Right.
I love
Happy.
it.
Yes.
I love y'all. Men better be taking notes. The feet rubs. Women love feet rubs and massages. So take notes.
Right. Right.
I love it.
Yes.
And Ryan says, this dope. I love what y'all are doing. I didn't hear all of it, but what I heard was definitely dope. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. I'll get with you too so we can see what topic you want to talk about and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing about it, Ryan, and just to please, you know, step in because I'm sure I may be missing some stuff. You know, with our platform, we you know, came together and wanted to be a platform for others, you know, as well as to share knowledge, educate, you know, to be that platform in case, you know, you want to get something out there, want to spread knowledge, information, share your views, you know, all of that. So again, when we get in touch with you, let us know what you want to talk about and stuff, and we'll work something out. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss something, Jessica, with that?
You did
Oh,
fine.
okay. And then Ryan Jackson says, agape, that's what we strive for. That's where you want to be. A lot of couples don't know what it is, and they don't. A lot of people don't know what agape love is.
Right.
And that's in my prayer daily, you know, again, just to take off restrictions, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Again, even if it's not intentionally that you're doing it, I think we all kind of have conditions on stuff. Again, it may not be intentionally, you know, I don't know, my delivery person couldn't knock something down. I just made me pissed off, like, you know what, I'm gonna call up a complaint, all this. But
Right.
anyway, that agape love is real.
Yeah.
And then Ike says, I'm proud of you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, and we hope you will come back. All of you will come back and
Yes.
see us again. We're gonna not be on next week. We're gonna come the following week, right? Just what
Yeah.
are we on, huh?
Girl, I'll have to look at the isn't that the second? Oh no. No, it's not the second. It's the
Next week's the 4th.
yeah, the
Tuesday.
4th, March 4th.
Okay. So right now we're not doing the weekly right now. We're kind of breaking it up. So we're gonna do the first and third Tuesday of every month. So we'll be still putting out more stuff throughout the weeks and stuff. And then as we get closer, we're definitely gonna start posting far out that we're gonna be coming on versus the day of. So we thank you all. And if y'all got topics, we always ask our audience if y'all have anything you want to discuss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Jessica finish this off, and she does it so flawlessly. So on you, girl. I'm sorry.
Girl, you could have kept going. You know, I told you my voice. You could have kept going.
You didn't say that.
Yeah.
So if there's anything you want to discuss or want us to discuss, or you want to hear or see presented on our live, you know, you can send us an individual message to Jessica's mailbox, mine, or to our group page, web's messenger thing or whatever about what topic you want us to discuss. So our group one is Topeka and Jessica, and then we have our own individuals. So whichever way you feel comfortable doing, We do not disclose what topic you want us to discuss. We will never disclose it. So if you get on there, you're like, hey, I want to talk about what, Jessica? Come up with, just give me an example, girl, because I don't even know.
Why women think they know everything, and you could be married or in a relationship. We won't say, well, Joe Blow came on and asked us his questions, so we don't disclose.
Nothing. When I give a hint, when I give an inkling, we're not doing that again. So if you do want whatever, just hey, come on, can y'all talk about this? We'll sit down, get our calendar out, we'll talk about it, we'll let you know when we're going to talk about it. Mm-hmm. If you want to be a special guest, get with us and let us know, hey, I want to be a guest. Because again, it could be something that you're knowledgeable in. You know, even if you have a business or something, you want to get on here and promote your businesses, we are here for you. Mm-hmm. So let us know in which way we can help educate, inform, and it can just be us having an everyday conversation, you know. Let us know. Yeah. We're here for you. So anytime, just send us a message and we will definitely take a look at it. We'll collaborate, but we will not say who sent us what when they send it. None of that.
Right.
We'll not hear it at all.
So because we had people give us like a whole scenario of what, you know, their issue may have been or what they want to talk about. So like Pika said, we don't tell the names. We just take, you know, what y'all want to hear and we bring it out there to the table. So
yeah. And y'all go back and check out some of our past lives. You know, again, we have some of our lives are just funny. They're comical. Some of them are very serious. You know, some we've had guests come on and they've talked about struggles that they've been through, things they've been through, all the way from mental health to losing a baby, medical stuff to, hey, what a man wants in a woman, you know, a man's point of view, you know, a woman's point of view. So we have even church hurt. We actually had people that wanted to talk about church hurt, and we actually took that on. So go back and check out some of our past lives, you know, please, and give us your feedback. So we're here for y'all.
Yes, we are.
Take it all. That's my girl. I love her though. I said, that is my girl. I love her though. Talking about you.
Yeah, I love you too.
She gonna get me in line. I'm telling you, because today I'm like, why is it not posting? I don't think we can do this. I don't know what's going on. And she just sitting there just so calm. I'm like, girl. You gotta have that balance, even not just relationships with, you know, couples, but even friendships. You know, she is a calm one. I'm the hype one. So she gonna balance me out. So anytime, you know, she get a little rowdy, you gotta really piss her off for real. You get tired of her. But again, you gotta have that balance. So sometimes I just like, okay. So her little calmness roll over me and I just calm down. Sometimes like, we gotta just give you about 5 seconds. So but sometimes like
we definitely balance each other out.
Yes, I get hype about stuff like you see it. So yes. Thank you. Okay, Michael says, oh wait, is that the end?
Yes, Mike. We try to stay on for at least an hour. We've had episodes where we stayed over for about 2 hours or more.
Yes,
but since tonight we started late, we're trying to stay on time. So yeah, we haven't had another late night live where we come on late at night and just talk about everything. We stayed on for what, 3 hours?
3 or 4 hours, but I'm telling y'all, those whole 3 to 4 hours, it was live. Like we gotta go out. You in your house, we got on there in our pajamas. You had drink whatever you wanted. We just talked about whatever it was. And I'm telling y'all, it was. Oh, that was a good live. So we're gonna do it again. We keep saying we're gonna do it again, and we are gonna do it again. But it was really good. So
it was. So yeah, we try to stay on because we know it's a weekday. So I know people have to go to work or, you know, get kids situated and all that stuff. So we try not to stay on too late.
Yes. But we will be back. Just you got the date. Let me look at my calendar.
I think it was March the 4th.
Okay. So March 4th, we'll be back here, same time, 7:30 Central Standard Time, same place. Again, and for those you may want to share our our live with. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we have a TikTok, we have Facebook, we have IG, and we have Twitch. We don't really do too much with Twitch. We got to get more, acclimated with that, but we will be posting more on that as well. And we will be getting onto the local podcast channels as well. So that is in the works. So please share. Everybody's not on Facebook. Send them a YouTube link. Check them out. Like and subscribe. Though please like and subscribe because we're trying to drive the counts up so we can get more people on. Like more people. We're all people, but we're trying to branch out across the world and all that kind of stuff. Yep. Well, if y'all don't have anything else, that's good. You have anything else?
No, I don't.
Okay. Our audience, is there anything else before we kind of like let you all go? Y'all let us go.
Thank y'all again for tuning in and being patient with us with our technology. But yeah, thank y'all.
Thank you. And we'll see y'all in 2 weeks, same place, same time. Bye.
So March the 4th at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So y'all make sure y'all join. And yes, we will send you the link to YouTube. We'll get that to you.
Okay. We sure will. Perfect. We will get that to you. Give you YouTube and Facebook, so whichever way you want to join. We'll do that.
Right.
Okay, y'all. Well, thank you all. We'll see y'all next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.